Hi, it's Carolyn and Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run, and we're going off course.
Hi guys. So we just recorded literally half an episode.
I'm gonna punch a wall.
We weren't recording. We were just having a nice conversation. Oh my god!
I was like excited about talking about Boston. We had some funny clips in there. Oh.
Okay. This was bound to happen.
So much banter.
We're gonna just start from the middle. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Okay, let's do a little refresh.
Yeah. We'll start from the beginning and then we'll go into the food. Your stomach issue. Maybe.
I guess like the first time we recorded this, maybe I gave a little bit too much information about my stomach issues.
Maybe. There's never enough information though. So
I'll dial it back. Okay, guys, hi. Okay, we got this. So in true Carolyn fashion, I'm losing my damn mind. In true Carolyn fashion, I just recovered from what we think was a stomach bug or stomach virus. We're not sure.
We're not sure. I was trying to diagnose her. See, I've got this thing where I have a severe phobia of like throwing up. It's like, so if anyone around me or in my life or anyone was like, oh, I had a stomach bug, I'm like, tell me every fucking detail right now.
Wait, you want to know when somebody
has it?
I need to know
because I need
my
to
sister
figure out.
Goes,
oh, I need to figure out. I need to diagnose you to see if it's contagious. Because even though you're 2,000 miles away from me,
wait,
I'm like, is there something in the air? But
was mine pork related?
Was there pork in your carbonara?
No, bolognese.
Oh,
is that a different animal? Yeah, that's a different animal. That's a cow.
Was it? Bolognese is probably a cow, right?
Again, I'm really bad with meats, but yes, I think it's a cow, right?
Yeah, probably. I guess you could technically do pork though, but I don't know.
You know, I'll tell you a different story right now that I didn't say on the last thing we recorded that no one heard. So Dov and I, the day before the race, we'll get to everything. We made this reservation at this Italian spot right next to our hotel. And you know, when you go to an Italian spot the day before a race, it's kind of like you get a simple pizza, you get a simple pasta, bada bing, bada bang, easy peasy lemon squeeze. And so we went in and it was like straight out of an episode of like Curb Your Enthusiasm or something. It was just like the server comes up, nice guy, fine guy. He reads the entire menu. He's like, have you guys been here before? I'm like, no, here for the marathon. Yes. On the menu, it's like, welcome runners. Like, cool, right? He goes through the entire menu in detail of every fucking thing. He's like, you should really start with the chickpeas. Like, they're crunchy, they're nice, they're salty. But I'm just like, I'm not going to get this high fiber appetizer.
No.
You know, I'm here for the race.
You know
exactly.
Yeah.
And so
spaghetti
after he reads,
or something.
Yeah, give me spaghetti with marinara. And so I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, is it possible just to have like some spaghetti marinara and maybe some chicken? And he looks at me and he goes, oh, we don't modify anything.
Oh my God.
I was like,
oh my God.
And
it seems like such a simple ask.
It's simple. He's like, I can go to the chef and ask, but I think the best I could do, like he was mad at me. He's like, the best I could do for you would be a child's menu, would just be like, he goes into detail to explain like the type of pasta.
Of course he does. Yeah,
it was a thick spaghetti. Come on. He goes, but I could only do like olive oil. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want that. But the only thing close on the menu was this wild boar bolognese.
Boar?
Boar. And I was like, I didn't train with boar.
Boar is a pig.
Yes. I was just like, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, you do what you practice, and I didn't practice with boar, especially not the wild one. And they looked at me like I was an idiot. And I was like, there ain't no runner eating at this place. No
That's
runner.
Insane.
Yeah.
Where are they sourcing their wild boar?
Probably
where does one even
Vermont.
find a boar? I mean,
New Hampshire.
I don't think that they live.
There's boar in California, no?
Maybe. I'm gonna go look. I'll go find.
Let's guess the top state where the best boar is. I'm gonna guess Texas.
I feel like the South. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna guess
like Kentucky,
Louisiana. Kentucky,
ooh, a Louisiana boar. You know that's probably a good wild boar. Actually, so stupid. I feel like in a grassy area. But anyway, so we didn't eat there. We ate at the hotel room. But anyway, I'm beefing with bolognese right now, which is a joke I've made 3 times now, and I hate that.
I love it.
I think I may have gotten either food poisoning or a stomach virus, which may have happened before the race, and I may have ran the race with a stomach virus. We're not sure.
Which is so impressive.
Thank you.
The timeline, guys, is crazy. She was having issues before the race.
However you want to imagine that. But it wasn't from the top part. That.
And
below the
bottom
waist.
half. And then ran the race, had a great race.
Oh, thank you.
We'll get into it. And then literally the next day I got like violently ill. And it's just, I keep saying, I know you were so disappointed you had to leave right after the race, but I'm like, thank God you were home for that. Because imagine if you drove home or had to fly home the next day and you were that sick.
Literally
so bad.
It was copying you to a T. I feel like we've had so many things. We're just really in sync. We are. What's the word?
We are.
What's the word though? There's end sync.
We are.
We are. Not in sync. It's like it sounds cooler than that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that
synchronized. I guess that's the long version of sync.
Is that the long version of NSYNC?
I think it is.
And
right?
I keep on saying NSYNC, like the band, the boy band.
We're NSYNC.
We're literally NSYNC. I'm Justin Timberlake. Just kidding. We're totally both Justin Timberlake.
I know. Who else?
Do you want to be Jason?
Just Lance Bass. Is he in Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
I feel like you're Lance Bass because you're blonde.
I'll take it. I'll take it. We love Lance Bass.
Also, is he not the coolest? He's probably the most normal now.
I should be Nick Carter because that's my brother's name. But that's not even the right band. Yeah.
And he's blonde.
Oh, yeah.
Your brother's name is Nick Carter. That is so funny. Yeah. I've never put 2 and 2 together.
It is. That's the older brother. Yeah. So he was probably like the same age. So he wasn't Nick like Carter. Named after. Yeah. He was actually just named like after the Backstreet Boy. My mom was a big fan. She's like, we have to seize this opportunity. Anyway,
hilarious.
So
how'd we get here?
Boston Marathon. Walk us through.
Guys. So, spoiler alert, Carolyn and I'm just gonna say this because it's top of mind. We both ran a freaking 3:33.
Oh my gosh!
In our marathons this year. How crazy
is
that,
guys? That's like, first of all, since we started the podcast, neither of us have done any races. This was both our first race of the year, and we both ran the same time. And 333 is an angel number, meaning like.
What's it mean again? Let's look it up right now because it's like so cute.
It's like
it's our whole vibe now. It's our entire personality.
We're gonna get matching tattoos. Jordan's
I seriously will.
I would.
But if it's tasteful, I think we also need to get really nice necklaces. That's 333. I've been looking up some, by the way.
I could do that. Yes, let's do it. Tell me,
you guys. Okay, this is literally just the AI description. We'll have to look more into it later, which we have, is often interpreted as a message of encouragement and guidance, signifying that you are on the right path and that your spiritual journey is progressing. It also signifies a call to creativity, growth, balance, and harmony in relationships, encouragement in careers, and financial fucking abundance.
Guys, it's the podcast. It's that we're creative. I don't know if we're financially abundant yet, but maybe one day.
Well, that's what's coming. Literally,
that's what's coming.
The fact that we ran that. But yeah, Boston. So, okay, going back to Friday. Let's go to Friday because that was the day
I need to
traveled.
hear about when we first were recording, when we weren't recording. Yeah, I felt like we did skip over Friday because we talked about the flight. But I need to hear about the influencer events. I guess that was maybe Saturday. Tell me about Friday.
Oh yeah,
just
I'll get into that. So real quick, I'll scooge along. I make up words now. Do you ever make up words?
I do.
When I was in corporate America, I used to just make up words so confidently in meetings and see how many people didn't blink an eye. You can make up words.
I love it.
I'll do that throughout this episode. Now let's skedaddle along. That's a real word, I think.
That's a word. Yeah.
So Friday, I traveled alone, which we all know I was a little like sad about, but I was on a high, left the airport, had to go to the airport at like 5. So I'm just like going on straight vibes and caffeine. And I was just like ready to go. Had to check in my carry-on bag, which check in my carry-on bag. Carry on my check-in bag. Whatever the one that you get
she had to
stressed
check
out
her
about
carry-on.
Correct. Yeah. Which was like a whole thing. Didn't take out my shoes, which like risky as hell, but they only had 10 miles on them. And I told myself I could buy another pair if I needed to.
Yeah.
Because what do our moms always say? You can buy it when you get there.
Oh, that's
I feel
true.
like that's a
Yeah,
mom
you know
thing.
what?
You know?
She does say that. You're right. You can buy stuff when you get there. Just not prescriptions.
forget it-
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You can buy when you get there.
You can buy when you get there. It's okay. But like,
That's true.
do you really want to buy new carbon plated
Like
shoes?
$300 shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I convinced myself my credit card would pay for it because it's whatever, it has like the, if you lose your luggage. So I get there, vibes are still high, check into the hotel. The hotel does not care about the race. The girl at the front desk asked me what day the race was.
That's insane.
was
It's
like-
literally a holiday.
Yeah. And then she told me, she's like, well, other people are staying at the hotel that aren't running the marathon. I'm like,
And you're like, oh, okay, good to know. I was actually going to run fucking laps up and down the hallway and be really loud. So thank you for
I
telling
was just
me
like,
that.
I'm pretty sure no one is here that's like not doing the marathon.
I hate her. What a bitch.
I know.
If you're listening, lady,
she was
that's
really
the only
mean.
thing that matters. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that
sounds
was
mean. That's a weird
so
thing
she
to
kind
say.
of
Like,
she gave me a vibe like dip.
yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say she was
like,
trying to take you down a peg, but
trying to take me down a peg, but I was like, absolutely not, girl.
she was just
I'm
jealous.
gonna rise above. And then I Ubered to Boylston Street where I got the VIP tickets for Dov and Chelsea's boyfriend Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And those were the ones I talked about last time, like the guy from my hometown.
Oh yeah,
Shout out Wes. Shout out Wesley. He's the best. Sickest freaking seats for Dov to watch the finish, though. We got to see all the elites run in.
that's so cool.
Yeah, and the bleachers. It was so cool. He missed my finish, though, because as we were talking about earlier, I was dressed like everybody else.
The blue.
So good reminder to like just run your own race. Wear clothes like Carolyn. Always dress for
Yes.
yourself. Don't
Yes.
go the vibe of the race.
I just
know?
the blue was cute though, because in all the pictures everyone was all matching, and I thought that was cute.
Yeah, it was kind of cute.
You know,
I
it
got
was
some
kinda
good
cute.
pics with Chelsea.
Yeah.
But so Friday, I go rogue because I'm by myself and I just go shopping, which I started the episode that we recorded, but we didn't record with this hat.
God damn it, I forgot about that. The Lululemon, the
looks like-
goddamn Lululemon hat.
Yeah, which just
I was saying,
I'm not wearing it right, but it looks like I'm in Vietnam or something. Why does it look like a Vietnam hat?
I think it's, I don't know, guys. Lululemon, like I said when we weren't recording, we love you, but the hats are whack. Like I got one for the Rose Bowl midnight 5K thing,
Didn't
and
it
I was
the
like,
same
oh, cute.
color, or
It's
was it white?
Black.
Oh, it's black.
It's black, and it has a little Rose Bowl logo on it. It's a simple hat, and I was like, oh, can't
It's
go
cute.
wrong. I bought it, got home, put it on, and I was like, this is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. So it looks
also, like,
crazy on me.
Why does Lululemon have to do these runners? Like we could do another logo. Why did I
come
buy
on,
this?
That's elementary.
This is
I
like
like it.
$40. Anyway,
I would have totally bought it too.
100%. And I was there alone. Oh, also, and everything at Lululemon was 25% off for runners.
Oh my god. Okay, I would have spent, like, if Lululemon had been full price that day, I would have spent like no money. But then the fact that
Yeah.
it was 25% off, I would have spent $1,000. I've been like, I'm just like making money.
I know. So girl math, I profited, left. I should have bought more
Yeah.
stuff. I bought nothing I needed. Actually, I got some socks.
Yeah.
Like whatever. This and
Okay,
the
yeah.
sports bra that I wore. So I guess I got some stuff.
And it was so cute. And it's the same sports bra I wear.
Love. Yeah.
Mine's
and
pink though. Yeah.
we were isn't it crazy? We were the same size sports bra and you're a foot taller than me.
No, you don't.
I wear the 6.
Really? I guess
Yeah.
I've got a large back. You probably
don't even-
you have
I
bigger
think
boobs.
Yeah, but
I think it's your
I think
boobs.
my boobs are like deceiving because they just like are.
Yeah. But they're
don't
big,
know.
way bigger than
They don't
mine,
look big
I
though,
think.
so I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
with my body.
No, I think that you just have big boobs, and then I have a big
don't have
back
big
and
boobs.
small boobs. Okay, to be
So
fair,
we can
though,
share
the
sports
6
bras. Very cool.
That's true. The 6 on me is like pretty tight though. That's why I bought it, because the 8's like a little too loose. It kind of like bounces a little. Then the 6 is
Oh,
like,
you got the chafe movement.
squeeze that lung in.
Either you have a
Yeah.
heart attack or you have a big chafe.
I think the heart attack's better than the chafe.
Depends
be
on what
honest.
you want to deal with that
Yeah.
day. Which like
Yeah.
I got a new chafe this race, by the way.
Tell me, my favorite.
It was weird.
Where?
I had no chafe, which was like crazy, except
That's-
for Chase on the top of my armpit, like the very top, like in a weird
Like
top spot.
inside the pit.
Okay, so imagine your pit is an
I'm
oval.
I'm touching it. Yeah.
Your pit's
I'm
an
in there.
oval. You're
Yeah.
okay. Now the top of the oval,
Weird.
like an inch above.
Did you have
chafe cream?
Maybe it might have been like hitting the bra here. You know where the bra comes down? Maybe it was rubbing. That's the only thing I could think of. That's so weird.
No, I think you're spot on with that analysis. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, guys. I know all about chafe, you know.
That's very scientific.
Kind of an expert.
Spot on.
Thank you.
So that could be it. But I got so lucky with the chafes because that's the only spot.
Actually so impressive.
Especially, this is so stupid. So we're just jumping around and I love it. So I ended up wearing pants, which was when we realized that we weren't recording. And the pants, okay, this is like, okay, men shut your ears, girls listen. I had a really bad chafe situation during training with these pants, so it's very questionable that I chose to wear these in the race.
Was it vagina?
Vagina. And it was like the combination of like the underwear with, and like they're not pants that you can't wear underwear with. Like
you were wearing,
I wore a thong.
You wore underwear.
I'm like 50-50 with when I wear underwear and
I've quite literally never ran in a pair of underwear in my life. Ever.
Shut up. That's a fun fact. Oh, I wear underwear 50% of the time. Well,
you're in pants though.
Lululemon makes stuff so good where it's like breathable and like you should not wear underwear.
Yeah, and I'm in the shorts with the built-in underwear. Pants are
and
different.
I wasn't going to risk it. You know what I mean? For 26 miles, like the first time not wearing underwear with those, I might not be able to walk right now.
That's true.
Would have like severe crotch pain. SCP.
Yeah.
A diagnosis.
SCP.
Yeah. So how did we get here?
Friday Lululemon shopping.
Okay. So that happens. I have a romantic night in for myself. I really wanted to order Mexican food because you were saying you're going to get Mexican food tonight. And then I got offended by that statement. I took it personal. You're like talking about yourself. I'm like, how dare you?
I will say the Mexican place we're going to isn't really authentic Mexican. It's like a chain. And I just like always see it's over by Handel's ice cream, you know?
Why can't it be authentic if it's a chain?
That's true. I guess it could be.
Are you going to Chipotle?
It's actually this little place called Chipotle. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Have you heard of it?
It's called El Torito.
You can literally make it your own. Oh, El Torito.
Yeah, I've never been.
Oh,
but
you're going to El Torito?
It's poppin'. Have you ever been?
Dude, El Torito was my jam when I was in college and a broke bitch.
So it was good.
I mean, it's just like, why El Torito? I love their mango margaritas.
Here's what happened. Well, so Jordan,
here's what happened.
Jordan,
do you get like 20% off?
Jordan's like, I want to go to Handel's, and I was like, oh my god, Jordan is suggesting ice cream. Like I'm like the ice cream girl, and I was like, we're fucking going to Handel's this weekend.
He did that.
But then
for
it's
you.
over. It's next to the El Torito, and every time we're by there, I'm like, man, this place is packed all the time. El Torito is popping, and I was like, it's always be good.
It's okay.
And so we're like, well, might as well check it out. And then I looked it up, and they have like sick happy hour deals. It's like,
yes, that's how I became rich.
See,
but that's how I saved so much money. Sometimes I'm like, I need to create. Were we joking about this? Was this did I send you a voicemail about this? I'm like, maybe I should change my entire content strategy to talking about how to save money in your 20s.
Oh, you did say that, yeah.
Yeah, I was a Groupon bitch. I was a happy hour bitch. Yeah, El Torito was like on there, but they used oh my god, it's like pretty authentic. And all the
good.
People,
I mean, it's just like
Mexicans are like, shut up.
I was gonna say, there's like Boyle Heights, you know, which is like 10 minutes away, and that's like where you get like the true like best tacos, like best
taco trucks,
birria, you know, taco trucks, like the most delicious. Like we went to this place, and it was like it was like also a store, like a grocery store, and they had a giant, you know, those metal buckets, like those giant metal buckets full of beans.
Put a ton of Coronas. Oh
yes, yes, where you put a ton of Coronas, but they had one of those, like cooked beans.
Okay,
they were just scooping them out, and I was like, "This is where you want to eat," and that was the best fucking food I've ever had. It's called Cinco Puntos.
Oh,
that's the whitest thing. Like points, not isn't Punto,
1 point.
Puto?
It's not like
Puntos.
bitch.
Yeah, Puta is a bitch, I think.
One bitch. Wait,
I have so many
Cinco's
Mexican
5.
friends. I should know this. Yeah, Cinco Puntas, 5 bitches. No, I should know more Spanish than I do. I need
Get
to
your beans.
Get on fucking. I need to learn. But anyway, my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's the plan.
Let me
That's
know how
the
you
tea.
feel about El Torito. I think it's fine.
I will.
But also hilarious that that's what you're excited
That's
about
of
tonight.
all the places we could eat. Yeah.
You're like, we're going to El Torito. I'm like, are you sure you want to be
got my
high?
mindset,
Actually,
you
no.
know?
El Torito and then Handles. That is a bomb ass Saturday. What? No,
He
it's
did
Friday.
say, Jordan's like, well, he's
I'm
like, I
thrown
have a
off.
new plan. And I was
Oh.
like, you can't fucking change it now. I already have my mindset on El
Let me
Torito.
guess.
And
He wants to go to Home
he
Depot
said-
or something.
well, he's like, why don't we get the handles to go? So we don't have to. He's like, I'm going to be too full for the handles tonight. And I was like,
He wants.
Always
He
down to
doesn't
get
eat to
to go.
go. He just never eats to go. That's crazy.
well, we get like you get like a pint or a quart at handles and bring it home because I'm like, I'm going to be too full too. And I like eating it at home when I can be in my jammies because food always
Jammies.
tastes better when you're comfortable.
Jammies
Anyway,
is.
wow.
I haven't called PJs jammies in a long time. I'm going to start
My
doing that.
jams. You
Jam jams.
should.
Also, I feel like you'd like my shirt.
I actually really do.
thrifted
I
it
was
a long
thinking
time
that
ago.
earlier. It's really cute. Was it
Thanks.
cropped when you got it?
Yes.
Did you make it cropped? It's super
It
cute.
would have been a lot cooler if I made it cropped. Anyway, okay,
Well,
so
you
I'm
should've
jealous
just
of your
told me.
Mexican journey.
Sorry, yes. Tried to get Mexican food in Boston on Friday. Couldn't get it because it was Good
Couldn't get it.
Friday, and there
Good
wasn't.
Friday. Mexican
Places
food
weren't
places
open,
aren't open
maybe?
on Good Friday, I think. And so I Uber Eats Greek food because I didn't really know the
yum.
neighborhood I was staying in, and I didn't really want to walk alone at night, you know?
No.
And I
Yeah,
was kind of like
that's
a lot
fair.
of walking all day. I was super tired. I got like the fattest headache. So
Oh,
like
that sucks.
just wanted to like chill.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like chill out. I got a glass of wine. I like couldn't even drink it because I had too big of a headache. Napa's up.
Oh shit.
And so it was fine though. Went to bed. And then that was the day that Chelsea got in. So, or I guess she got in at midnight. Poor girl, like barely slept all weekend. So I met up I was still alone. Dov didn't get in till Sunday. And we met up to go to the expo, which it was, oh my God.
How was the expo? Also, Napa's so cute right now. I can't.
Yeah, she's, sometimes I don't
So
know if you
cute.
like dogs.
Oh, I do.
I know, just not chihuahuas.
Yeah. We've canceled Chihuahuas already.
But what was so crazy was I posted this on Instagram. I was waiting for Chelsea to come, and all of a sudden you're in Boston, and it's such a crazy concept because, yeah, I've run races where there's like obviously been elite crowds, you know, like LA Marathon and like
Yeah.
even Long Beach or like whatever. There's some races that's like there's always going to be an elite crowd, but like Boston's different. Like people are making history. Like this is
Yeah.
all of your, you know, like biggest inspirations in the running world are there. And I'm just like sitting there and Sarah Hall just walks by and I'm like, is no one going to stand up? Is no one going to give her an applause as she's just like walking by as a casual human? She's like,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
like a god. Like,
And you were
I-
like,
I
you
ma-
follow my co-host on Instagram. Just kidding.
Yeah. Wait, did she actually? Oh yeah. Cause you're in the same management company. Yes.
No, not
yeah.
same management company, same nutrition company.
Same nutrition company. Yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a while back, I made a video with my sister and she was like, I did like a ton of runners, like elite runners. And I was like, guess who it is? And I did her
Yeah.
and Melanie was like, oh, like Mary Kate Olsen or something. And she reposted it on her story and we like chatted a little bit. And so this was a while back. And I was like, Sarah. And I had like such a spazzy moment. And then I posted it on my story and then she commented back. And I was just like, oh my God, okay, my life is made again.
She seems like the nicest person.
So nice, so like
Ugh,
humble,
love
so
that.
just like such a badass. She's always been such an inspiration in like my running journey. Same with like Desiree Linden and stuff. Like these are people I'm like, God, I've followed you guys for years. It's like,
Did you meet
and
Des?
it's crazy. No, I didn't meet her. But I mean, just knowing it was her last, professional
Yeah.
race at Boston, it was like, wow, I fucking ran the race that was her. She was also there. Like she was running the
Yeah,
same.
it's
I stepped in
crazy.
her footprint.
You did.
So that was cool. And then it was so funny. Napa's just like going balls to the wall. It was so crazy seeing Chelsea in person because, you know, it's like you chat with people online. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, we were just chatting online and it was just so like, it wasn't awkward at all, but it was kind of like, oh my God, okay, so now we're just like hanging out all day. We just met. And it ended up
it's
being
funny.
so easy, so comfortable. Her mom was
Good.
there, her brother, and her boyfriend, Chris.
Mhm.
The best humans. Like,
Love that.
got so lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because it's like, I don't want to impede on their experience.
Yeah.
luckily it was just kind of like I kind of meshed in, and they're vibes people too. They're just like, people who just like are there for the like feel the vibes and go off the energy. Like totally them. So we go to the expo. The expo is something like I've never seen before. And like I've run Chicago, and Chicago, like,
right.
I guess I'm trying to think back to the expo. I feel like it was a lot different. And also the only thing about this expo that I was kind of disappointing was like there wasn't many free samples. I feel like the days of free samples are kind of gone.
They're kind of over. Maybe
What
it was
is
COVID.
that?
Also, we're matching. I have a cat right here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
we're
she
such
left.
animal
Wow.
people right now. Oh, she's like,
she's still
in
here
true cat fashion. She's like, how dare
she's
you
like,
put me on camera?
Please don't. Anyway,
You're not
continue.
paying me for this. So the
That's
expo
crazy.
is like, you literally walk. It feels like at least a mile. Like you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to get in. The different corrals, like you get different colored bibs, which was like a little, I mean, like I get it for organizational purposes, but
it's a little rude.
I'm just like, okay, call me slow. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got our bibs, and then I waited in line for like 30 minutes to buy a coffee mug for my dad for Christmas. I don't think he's listening to this, so we're fine. Yeah, it was cool. The bib's cool. The whole experience was just wild.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we went to a Red Sox game, which was sick.
Oh yeah, we get the suite. Was there free food?
Free food, but like, I ate like 6 chicken fingers.
Oh yeah, that's probably
I also
that's
had a few
would
drinks.
Imagine. Did you?
I was just really letting loose, having fun.
Good.
So good vibes, except for we didn't really watch the end of the race. And so the next day we told everyone, we're like, oh, it was so cool. Like they won with a grand slam. And then eventually her brother had to come up to us and say, hey guys, stop saying that because that didn't happen.
Why did you guys make that up in your head?
Because it was a
there
walk-off.
grand slam?
The bases were loaded, and then it ended up being a walk-off. So it was like 1 run to win the game. It wasn't 4.
But they won.
We're not going to balk. Yeah, they won.
There's probably so many people walking around Boston right now who thought that there was a grand slam.
I know.
They're like telling you really started a rumor. Now everyone
started a rumor. I had to make a public apology to the city. Papa, hold on, ma'am. We're recording right now. We're going to be easy, please. Come here. 20 more minutes. I have this thing with Napa when she's being annoying. I say 20 more minutes, and like she doesn't understand what that means, but she knows she needs to chill. And then like when she thinks it's time, she'll like look up at me. 20 more minutes, ma'am, and then we'll go outside, okay? 20 more minutes.
She
Anyway,
like knows 20 minutes. She's like watching her little
she's
watch.
like, I have to wait. It's so funny. She's watched. She still starts barking. So anyway, so that was Saturday, and so Sunday is the influencer event.
Yes, getting into it
with ultra cool down running. Yeah, at noon. That was a thing.
You know what's funny?
What?
So today I was talking to my friend. Shout out to Emily on the donut run.
Shout out.
She is actually the reason. So she and her husband are both architects, and Jordan is.
Why do you know so many architects?
Well, her husband's now Jordan's boss, so that's kind of funny. But
yes, those people.
I think we talked about this, but so I hadn't seen her in a while, and we were talking about Boston, and she's like, "Yeah, I saw all those influencer or not influencer. What she call like." She can call it maybe she did. I don't know. She's like, I saw all those like shakeout run influencer event things. She's like, that looked fucking terrible.
Wait, why did she say that? Like, what was her reasoning?
I think for her, I think it just looked insanely crowded. Like, and she's like,
overwhelming.
I don't know how you move around. Yeah. So tell us about it.
I will say the positives were they gave you a really cool shakeout, which, okay, by the way, on Friday, I did my own like 3-mile loop, and I just went on Strava, which like, you're like, no shit, Michelle, always go on Strava to find the route.
Yeah.
But I'm like a Strava noob, and I was very proud of myself. I did a 3-mile loop from my hotel, like all around the city, and it was beautiful, gorgeous, like everything I needed.
Love it.
Yeah. The only downside was like I was hitting all these lights. So the influencer event was cool because they made the route so there was no stopping. It was like along the river or like a canal, the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The some
isthmus?
sort of body of water. Love an isthmus.
So that was cool. But I
Yeah.
think in the future, I will do not an event like that unless I'm
leading it,
which I feel like there's some things there that kind of was frustrating being in the running community for so long. witnessing this kind of stuff. Like I probably will do my own thing with just like people I know, because I just need chiller vibes, you know? I love networking, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Both of us, we're super extroverted. We love talking to people. But the vibe when I got there, I was kind of like stoked to talk to everyone. And that was, at first I met this girl. She was so cool. She runs the Cool Down chapter in Boston. One of the coolest people I spoke to that day. She was just so like, her vibes were high. She didn't know anyone there. And we just walked up to each other, not even knowing each other. And it was like, oh my God, hi. And in my head, at a running event for the running community, if you're going to an event like that, you should talk to everyone. And if you are leading an event like that, I think you have the responsibility to go up to the person in the corner of the room on their phone who's uncomfortable.
Yeah, make everyone feel like they're supposed to be there and that they're welcome. And like everyone
100%.
should be friends. Yeah.
And no one, it doesn't matter your level of influencer, no one is above another. I get a little concerned with like the influencer world around sports, and especially running and triathlons, because I'm like, what?
I feel like even triathlon is, because I feel like I'm in like a Venn diagram of like running, cycling, I guess a third Venn diagram, and triathlon, right? And so cycling's obviously like a little more chill. It's like more male dominated, I feel like. And then like running is just, there's so many people all doing very similar content. And then it's just like very overwhelming. Yeah. And then like I can definitely see them being like not as, I don't know, because in triathlon there's just not as many, I think, in general, right? There's not as many triathlon influencers. And so I feel like with more, you get more people in the running one, and there's more likely a chance that there's going to be more like not as nice people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it was hard because it's like I didn't get to know people that much, and I also think that a lot of people are more introverted in general, and so when they're talking to people, they're not like able to look back and forth and like communicate with multiple people at once. But it just kind of made me realize, I'm like, God, we really need to, in the running movement, which I've been a part of for a long time, like it's really important to make sure that like it's all about inclusivity and making people feel like it doesn't matter what pace you run, how many followers you have on Instagram, like make everyone feel seen. And if you're leading an event, talk to everyone in the room and make sure they're heard.
Absolutely. And this event you went to, I know it was like the people who were invited, well, anyone could show up, right? To the event.
Yeah. I think you had to register, but they didn't even check.
It's like a lot of the people there probably weren't even influencers and are just showing up because they're fans of other people who, you know, they knew, like, you know, people that they follow who they knew would be at the event. And so they're probably all excited to like meet someone they idolize. And then I hope that they didn't, you know, leave that feeling bad if their favorite influencer was like,
I mean,
not talking to them or something.
I think it was like people went up to them, but I didn't really see a lot of like them.
I see.
I don't know. Network maybe. Yeah. And again, not everyone is like super extroverted. So that was interesting. So my vibes were kind of like weird. I just kind of like, I overthought the situation. I was like a little frustrated with the running community.
I think I would have felt the same as you.
I don't know how to like verbalize what I'm saying. And not everyone there was like this at all whatsoever. There's just a couple of people where I was like, oh. So save your energy for your own race. That is for damn sure. But anyways, Dov gets in.
Yeah.
So Dov gets in on Sunday. We end up like chilling. I mean, he's super exhausted. We like lay in bed a lot. It was kind of nice. End up having the food debacle, eat at the hotel room pretty late.
Oh yeah.
And then it is race day.
Can't believe it. What time did you wake up? Because the race was until like 2.
I know. The race was until 5 p.m.
It was 5 p.m.
Kind of ideal because you didn't have to wake up at like
you slept in.
The ass crack of dawn. I've always wanted to say that. I've never said that before. So I still woke up at like 5:30 because it's like the race is point to point. So you have to get to
a lot of logistics.
A lot of logisticals, you know? And I woke up at 5:30, had my coffee, terrible bathroom situation, but I was like, not going to focus on it.
How many times did you have to go to the bathroom? Was it like a lot? Like,
I think it was like 2 times.
Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad.
3.
Manageable.
3 times.
Okay.
Yeah. But like not enough came out. But and then you get there and it's like multiple porta potties. Let's run it back. Here's my bagel situation, which we brought up in the first recording that we forgot to circle back to because I made bagels my entire personality. I Uber Eats bagels because everything was closed on Sunday for Mother's Day.
That's insane. Mother's Day, Easter.
Mother's Day.
I was like, wait, did I miss Mother's Day? Easter. Wait, that's crazy. Oh, I
similar
forgot.
Vibes. Well, actually, I take it back. Not everything was closed. That was like way over dramatic. Like 3 places were closed. So I just wanted to make sure I could get some bagels. So I Uber Eats bagels to the hotel room to have for the next day, which was kind of like not the best idea because they were definitely stale.
Yeah,
so
I guess yeah.
But bomb, like bagels in Boston. And I think also because it's like adjacent to New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like their
Love
thick.
that.
I didn't even care that they were stale.
Yeah.
I ate it. So I had like a fat bagel with some coffee, a couple bites of a Cliff Bar, which I always do. We get to the buses and I brought another bagel, met up with Michelle and Sierra, which I don't think we talked about in this recording. Very badass runners. Michelle's an ultra girl, an ultra girly. Super cool, ton of tats. I'm just like, damn girl, you go. She runs 100 milers. You stalked her.
Insane. I did stalk her. Yeah. She's cool.
As one should. And then also Sierra, who's also a WAG. Her husband is in basketball. His team played Duke in the first round of yeah. So anyways, really cool like to travel with them from the buses to Hopkinton, the name that I can't say correctly.
It's a weird name.
A weird name. And then so we got there. Everything was like the logistics were like bam, bam, bam. You know, when you like get to the race start, I thought we were gonna be sitting there like forever.
Yeah. That's what yeah.
So like we get there, I use the bathroom again, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, wave 3, because we were wave 3, like time to go walk to the start line. And it's kind of like a long walk, like a little over a half mile, but you're kind of like busy looking at everything. There's so many runners that you don't even really notice. And also it's kind of a good warm up.
Oh yeah. Little shakeout walk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you ever do a shakeout run before a marathon? Did we talk about this?
No, I mean, Sunday I'm doing the Rose Bowl half on a run to the start. Yes. Other than that,
I can't believe we didn't talk about this yet. We'll get there.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's nothing. Yeah, ain't shit. Just kidding.
Excited about it. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. So how long is that run though?
Like a half 2 miles? 2 miles?
Honestly, that's a great warm up.
Yeah, it is. I've done it once before. I usually don't do a shakeout run ever, but there's like nowhere to ever do it. You know, there's like so many people in no room, but then I did it when I ran it last year and I felt great on the run. So I was like, maybe I should be doing it. So
no, that's so perfect for a half. I feel like marathons are so weird. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of warming up like a run, like doing some dynamic stretching. Sure. But,
yeah, of course.
And especially like the first couple marathons of Boston, the first 5, I posted a reel about like how the course goes, but
oh yeah,
they're like downhill, but there's still like hills. And so I don't know. I hate when people are like, oh my God, it's such a downhill race. Not to Boston, but just in general. Cause I'm like, any little uphill, I'm like, oh,
you're like, no, this bitch is hilly. Yeah.
This bitch is hilly. There's one hill. I'm like, the race is so hilly.
Yeah. Same. It's not, it's net downhill. Well, no, shut up. Don't say that.
Downhill.
Yeah. It's not net downhill if it's like all the way downhill.
Scattered. I don't even know if it's net downhill. Now I'm curious. But yeah, Boston, like it's such a crazy course. And I was in wave 3, corral 1, which I explained earlier, but I don't think on this recording. And it kind of felt like it was the beginning of a race. Like the race is so big. There's 30,000 people who run it. But like, at the beginning of the wave, because there's 4 waves, I think 9 corrals in each wave. In corral 1, you're like, you're breathing. Like,
yeah,
you
that's
got
crazy.
some wiggle room. You're like, you're dancing, you're grooving. But I wore pants, which we talked about in the last recording. And I wore pants because I trained, you know, in the cold weather. Yeah. I trained in pants. You're not a pants fan. You're not a pants fan.
A pants fan. If it's like, but you're in the cold, trained with pants. So I get it. Yeah.
And also it had like a nice pocket for my goose. Like it's a whole thing. And I want to say it again here because I feel like I need to say it for people who feel this way, but I brought shorts, but at the end of the day, I felt like I didn't like how my body looked with my low rise and my sports bra, which is so superficial, but like, I feel like it's relatable.
It's not. No, it's so relatable. Like we were talking about when we weren't recording. I don't wear shorts that come below my belly button because I'm like, no one needs to see that shit. I get it. And you would have looked great in the low-rise shorts.
Six-pack.
And you were having some diarrhea, and that always makes me more bloated.
There's some like, some GI issues.
That'll always bloat a girl up. So you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that was one of the reasons. But the weather of the race was, everyone was like, oh my God, it's perfect. 55, 60 high. The race did start later, but the sun was out. It was pertinent.
The sun she'll make a difference. 20 degrees difference almost sometimes. It's like
100%. Like at one point of the race, I was like, I'm going to need to start double up on like my hydration because it was beaten down like so hot and heavy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's how my stomach felt.
Yes.
As the sun does. By the way, on the course, so the course was like out of this world. Like I think I only am okay with running hills now because I ran so many trails like 5 years ago. I really got into trail running and I feel like that helped me because I used to be like flat or nothing. Like any little hill, I still feel, but I love downhill running. Wait, do you like downhill running? I forget.
I don't know if I've really done like straight downhill. I've done ran down a hill.
Yeah, when you run down a hill, do you like it? Or does it hurt your knees?
Steep. It hurts my like body, yeah.
Then okay, I think downhill runners, like you expect them to say hell yeah. The fact you didn't say hell yeah means take it or leave it for you.
Yeah. I think I like flat.
You're flat bitch.
I'm a flat girl, yeah. Flat bitch.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is like flat and fast is actually really fun. But I think I really appreciate a similar course to Boston right now. So I was like in the feels of it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a caffeinated Maurten?
Yes.
I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah. I almost exclusively have the caffeinated ones.
Dude,
to
they
me,
taste so much worse.
I don't think they taste different, but maybe I need to do a side-by-side comparison.
Maybe I had an expired one. It was straight up earwax.
I'm going to do a side-by-side. Maybe like not right now. Maybe when
maybe
I'm more
the
rich.
podcast we do it.
Yeah, maybe.
At the
I
same
need to
time.
I just, paid my taxes, so I got to wait so I can afford 2 Maurten gels.
Yeah. Or just wait till your next Iron Man
Maurten's
and
gonna
grab a few.
literally sue me for all my Maurten shit talk.
Our Maurten slander.
Well,
it's mostly me.
Guys.
It's mostly me. You like it.
I post a lot about it though. I do like it. I just post about how fucking expensive it is.
That's the joke. I also post that oofs are ugly. I love oofs. Oofos.
Oh yeah, oofos. Those things are ugly.
They're ugly, but
they're
like
great.
Literally, I will wear every single shoe that they make.
Yeah.
And I want to be sponsored by them.
Maurten's good. It's just expensive. And you know what? That's not a hot take. So continue.
No, caffeinated though, I had never taken before, but I was kind of like, I think like the stomach virus I may have had during the race was kind of like at mile 10, I was, like in a marathon or a race when you kind of can anticipate that you're going to hit a wall because you're like, wow, I'm feeling like not ideal. At mile 10, I kind of had that feeling and I was like, damn,
oh my God.
like I was holding back so much because with a lot of downhill, like I wanted to push, but I was like, okay, you need to be strategic because in Newton, you have 3 major hills, maybe more. It honestly, everyone's like 3 hills. I'm like, bitch, there's 25. Like there's so many in there. So I was holding back, but when I got to 10, I was like, oh God, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I somehow, I think it's the crowds. And I know it's so cliche. Everyone's like, it's the crowds. It keeps you going. But every time my pace dropped, which it kind of like slowly went into the 8s as the race went on because it's a positive split course. Like if you're doing a negative split there, like,
took it out way too slow.
Yeah, exactly. What were you doing? Or you just
excuse me.
I don't know, snorted a line of Maurten or something.
Yeah.
Our favorite.
Liquid IV.
Yeah, snorted some liquid IV and just like really made it there. So yeah, it's so crazy to have a course because it's like city course that you like city courses, right? Mm-hmm. Like LA and stuff. Like the vibes are so high. There's just so many people. And Boston people, they just like runners, I think. Other cities, take it or leave them, I think.
Yeah, the girl I work with, Alex, she took work off on Monday she's not a runner, but she went to go watch the Boston Marathon.
Sick. I mean, everyone's partying. There are people like shotgunning beers.
That'd be so fun.
Like, dancing. Like everyone just, and I think it's Patriot Day. And so all the kids have school off.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Cause I mean, we also took up all their school buses, if you think about it.
That's why they made Patriots Day that day. They're like, we need the school buses.
Literally, like, what could we call it? Patriots Day. Anyway, so it was just, I cried like so many times on the course.
I cry a lot during a marathon.
Oh,
But
Did
like
you
the
cry at LA?
Boston, I think it might have like 23 or something. Not because I was in pain, but I was just like, it's an emotional experience.
It is, and it brings it out of you. And like,
It does.
I don't know. I was like missing my people, if that makes sense. I was missing Kim. I was like missing like family being there. I felt a little lonely, but I also was so happy because it was like I'd worked, I posted this on Instagram the other day, and I maybe have said this in the last episode, but in my first marathon, I was 10 seconds from qualifying, and everyone told me I was going to get in because the year before, if you were like 30 seconds from the time you were going to get in, and then 2 races later, I qualify at LA, and then I didn't get in because of the cutoff, which was then new. And then in my head, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be so easy because it was like super easy for me to hit this time,
Yeah.
And then it took 9 to 10 years to do it again because of life gets in the way and emotional, mental, whatever, like
COVID
life. And just like to finally get there, I was like, damn, it just felt really nice to like feel the accomplishment, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I was like choking up a few times, but when you start crying during a race, your breathing gets off.
It's so fucked. You're like choking.
Just like,
yeah,
can't
fuck that.
do this. Yeah, it kind of sucked.
Oh, I've been there, and you're like, I gotta get it under control. Yeah.
I mean, that was it though. And then I crossed the finish line, ended up running hella long, which again, I think it was similar to you. I looked at like what my Strava time was for 26.2 or my clock time. No, my clock time for 26.2. And it was a 3:30 and change. So,
I think that's what my Strava said. My marathon time was actually, like a 3:30, 3:31, and then the actual net time it was a 3:33. It's like how are we so far? I don't know. It could be like GPS discrepancies and stuff with like all the people on the course. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go by the legal race time always.
Well, I also think it was. I used to be so much better at running the course, like hitting it really close on the dot, and I had no excuse to be running over since I was like at the beginning of Crawl 3. But when we met up with Wave 3, when we met up with Wave 2, I was so focused on I just gotta like get through each mile as it comes and run each mile as it is. Like I was noticing that I wasn't running the course perfectly, or I'd get stuck behind someone and then they would kind of weave in a way. Yeah, and so there's like a little bit of weaving even though I didn't want to. And I definitely knew I was running over. But it was just frustrating. It was so much over. But
what was your distance?
26.56.
Mine was 26.5 at LA. Oh, these bitches. We ran an ultra.
Dude, we literally ran an ultra. We're ultra marathoners. Do we get an ultra tattoo now?
We'll get that in our 333.
Is this an ultra running podcast?
Yeah, it is actually.
We changed the going off course ultra.
I mean, you had that viral reel.
We're literally ultra athletes. Actually, I don't know. I'm really excited to race a half now. So I'm like stoked for you this upcoming weekend.
Oh yeah, guys.
Do you have any goals?
No, I meant to text my coach and be like, "What do you want me to do?" So I'm doing the Rose Bowl half. It was supposed to be in January, I think.
Wait, is it Sunday?
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
Dude, it's Friday.
Today's Friday.
You knew that. You just did the donut run. Are you like, what is the course like again?
So it starts in the Rose Bowl Stadium, and then you come out, and then, which also is like a big fucking hill, and then you run down Arroyo, and then up another big fucking hill, and then you do like some shit around like Old Town, and then come back, some little shit here and there.
Do some shit around Old Town, grab a beer, like chill, hang out,
grab a beer, have
talk to
brunch.
some friends. Yeah,
exactly. And then you go back into the Rose Bowl, go around the Rose Bowl, and then finish on the stadium, which is really cool, or like on the field.
You know the course super well. That's crazy.
I do. I mean, this is my
stomping grounds,
guys.
This is your
my stomping grounds. Like I'm literally running to the start. I don't think I'm gonna run home. I was gonna have Jordan. There's like
literally
all the roads are closed. I don't even know how I would.
You want to run 17 miles?
Honestly,
Hell no.
I don't know how I would get home, even if I parked down there, because like all the roads are closed. So I'm gonna walk up, and then Jordan's gonna meet me at the bottom of one of the streets. But like all the streets back to our apartment are literally closed. So I'm like, but there's one neighborhood street that we can. So I'll have him pick me up. But yeah, I don't know what my goal is. I mean, I definitely did not taper this week. My coach texted me on Monday, and he's like,
"You never taper."
That's true. I usually do a 1 week taper, but he's like, we're both under the
Roughly.
understanding that you won't be tapering this week, right?
I guess it's just like a good training run, you know, that's like
kind of
with
what it
like a lot
is.
of
Yeah.
stuff leading up to it.
Yeah, we're chilling.
It's going to be harder to PR, right?
Yeah, so my PR is Long Beach, which is so flat. And so I was like, even in January, like if this race had been in January, I might have tapered, but I wasn't expecting a PR just because it's so hilly. So I'm just gonna like have fun. I love the course, obviously. And then my donut club friends, they go to the place where Randy's Donuts on Lake, because the run goes past there, and they'll be like fucking going crazy. And then
Does Randy's have like a big donut sign?
the one in Pasadena doesn't. Has a little one, but not.
Is
the big
Randy's
one,
a chain?
unfortunately.
Like
There's
El
like
Torito?
3. Yeah. Shout out. I think there's 2 or 3. So yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, I did a new strength training routine yesterday, which is cool, but
Oh yeah,
I've never done it before.
You're gonna be
dude.
so
And I'm like,
sore.
guys, so
How are your
it's
calves?
this girl.
Are they calving?
They're so tight. They're calving, guys. Okay. This is embarrassing. I have the weakest calves. How does a bitch who runs as much as we do?
How is that embarrassing?
I don't know if you do you have weak calves? I don't know. She's like, this is probably why you're having so many, why the tib is tibbing, why the shin is shinning. And so the one of the warm-ups was literally just like getting on like an elevated surface and doing calf raises just to warm up.
Which
and I was like,
fucking kill you. They'll kill you.
I was like shaking on the way down, and then I had to do them with weight. Yes. Oh my God. And then one of the exercises she gave me is, okay, so you do a side plank, and while you're holding the side plank, you're supposed to lift your top leg up and then bring it back down. And I couldn't do it. Literally could not lift my leg. She's like, yeah, if it's hard, she's like, just do a couple and then hold
You
the
have long
side plank for
legs.
the rest of the 30 seconds. Couldn't lift it.
It's easiest for
Like,
us
it wouldn't
shorties.
go up.
Or easier for
Holy
us shorties.
shit.
You have a lot of leg there to lift.
Man. It's true. I got a heavier leg because there's just a lot of it.
No, not even heavy. Just I'm talking about it's long.
That's true. But it just in general probably weighs more than a normal leg because it's so long.
It's
and I
like
got the
double
quads.
the length of my leg.
Double the length. And anyway, so I'm very sore today.
God, Carolyn, calf soreness is debilitating in my opinion. Like when I do too many calf raises or too heavy, like you're hate
done.
my life. You're done.
I will say they're less sore than when I like go hiking, because I love hiking. I don't ever go, but when I do go, it makes me so sore because it's so much walking uphill, and that fucks me up worse. Like I feel better than that, so that's good. But yeah, today I'm like, I think by the race I should be okay. I ran this morning, and then I might ride my bike, do some laps around the Rose Bowl, get my packet, come home.
Love.
And then tomorrow, I'm just going to do my normal group ride, which is so hard. But also, it's supposed to fucking rain tomorrow, Michelle.
Oh my God.
And it's like 49. I know. 49. It is almost May in Los Angeles. I'm pissed. I'm looking right now.
Sucker. It's going to rain here all day tomorrow, too. How does it feel?
Feels like shit. Why am I paying so much money?
At least it's not going to rain on race day.
I know. Actually, 61 is the high. It's going to be perfect for a race.
Is the sun out?
Like, I can't
What's the
complain too
icon?
much. It is. The icon is a partly cloudy, I would say.
Ideal. Idyllic, as some would say. What time does the race start? 7?
7, yeah. And then
Classic.
so it's like I'll be back home by like 9, you know? It's great.
Yeah.
I have a baby, not baby. What's it called? A bridal shower at the beach.
You always call them baby showers.
It's so confusing. A bridal shower. She's like, wear sundresses. And I'm like, okay, I actually have a really cute dress I'm going to wear, but it's going to be fucking freezing at the beach on Sunday. So that's my day. That's my weekend.
What jacket are you going to wear with it?
Probably just a jean jacket, which is still going to be cold. Should wear my like fucking Cotopaxi puffer like hiking coat with my little like orange sundress.
If they sell jackets at the race, just get one of those.
I'll get one of those.
Be careful of the Lululemon tent, though. We spend all of our money there, apparently. Don't buy another hat. We've learned our lesson.
It's the same exact hat as the one I got for the Lululemon 5K. It's the same hat.
Yeah, with a different logo. Circling back to the hats, does this like keep your sweat not moving to your hair?
Okay, so I wore it. I bought it, and then I was like, this is really ugly, but I need to wear it because I spent like $40 on it. So I did wear it for the 5K. And it's comfortable. And then I think maybe I wore it one more time. And it does a good job. It is Lulu, right? See, on you, I think it looks good.
Stop.
Like, I don't think
Carolyn.
I'm not even kidding. I don't think it looks bad. You just gotta arch
the bishop.
You gotta arch the bishop.
Yeah, we're arch bill stands.
Like, I think it looks cute once it's arched.
God. So when I was in Vietnam, why is this a Vietnam hat?
It's giving like war veteran.
Yeah, it's giving like I've seen it.
I think the war veteran aspect of it is like maybe the logo and then the color on the side, because I feel like those like
they have
World
like
War II vet hat. Yeah, they've got the like stuff on them. She served our country. She's actually a 90-year-old.
I'm a lot older than I look. Yeah.
Yeah. Still spry, still running the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, literally. You're wondering, I'm an old man, and that's why I was in the corral with the young woman. Did I say that in this one? Like being in corral 3 was like, dang it. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like in wave 3, it was all young girls and old men because our qualifying times are the same.
Yeah. Which is, again, we love, as we said, we love an old man. You know, I love an old man.
Especially Carolyn.
So, yeah, especially
also
me. Well, my best friends, honestly, are girls our age and old men. No in between.
Not old.
Like 60s. Yeah.
Which is like old. Every decade is getting a lot younger to me now.
I know. And I'm like, is that because we're getting older? Or
100%.
is it because, maybe it's because we're getting older, but I don't know. I just like hang out with really fit people who look good, you know? I forget that they're, my friend, this guy I ride with, Baca. Shout out to Baca. He probably won't listen.
Shout out to Baca.
He's 60.
I think I need to see a photo of him eventually.
He's not a bad looking guy. Baca. Yeah, he's not a bad looking dude. He's the one I told you who like he watches my YouTube, but he's like doesn't subscribe because he doesn't subscribe to anyone. He's like a secret, like he's like, I don't have Instagram, but he always knows what's happening on Instagram. I'm like, Baca, you have an Instagram. He's such a liar.
Those are the people that are like the perfect people to subscribe, but they're just like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. He's just
I remember
like, I saw your YouTube video.
Like, give me a reason to follow you. And I'm like, no.
That's weird.
Why would I waste my time on that? Like, give me a reason
that's
to press the follow button. I'm like, that's like the weirdest thing to say to someone.
That is weird. You know, I was going to complain about something on Instagram with following.
I think we should.
Oh, okay. Oh. So this guy, I won't say his name.
Who?
He's just a triathlete, I think. I like don't know him personally, but he's like another big,
the Santa Claus lingerie guy.
Not the Santa. Unfortunately, no. This is just a random. I think he might have been a pro. Is a pro. He's in another country, but I've seen him pop up. But we don't follow each other, and I'm petty, and so sometimes like if you don't, like if I see your account and I go to it and you don't follow me, I'm not gonna follow you first. But sometimes I do, especially when it's a girl. But for the men, I'm like, you can follow me first, and then I might follow you back. But anyway, so he's never followed me.
I like that standard. Like follow the girls.
Yeah,
like
we love the girlies.
Support me first.
Yeah, you have to follow me first. And so he like commented on my post this week. And I was like, okay, so he's seeing my stuff. He knows who I am. He's like definitely commented on stuff before, I think. So I followed him because I was like, he's engaging. And he wasn't following me. And then he never fucking followed me back.
Okay, first of all,
I'm still mad about it.
Maybe this could actually, I'm going to reframe this. This could be a positive thing because this shows that your posts go in his organic algorithm.
That's
so you're
true.
on she's exploring. She's on the explore page.
Yeah.
And it might just pop up because like, this is what I'm noticing. Like some posts that do really well for me, and I'm sure for you too, like they get a lot of engagement from people who aren't following me just because their posts, like they're just commenting on it and they're not going to my page and then following. I don't think that's like not a lot of people do that.
My mom even said too, because I'll get mad about that sometimes, about there's certain people who've never followed me back. And I was like, what the fuck? And my mom's like, they probably just don't even realize because your stuff probably constantly shows up for them and they think you're following you. But I'm like, if they check their notifications one time, because when bigger accounts follow you, though, it shows up in your priority notifications. Yeah. If someone with like a bigger following. So I'm like, no, that shit was probably sitting there for days and they just ignored it. That's not true. I liked your idea in your voice memo, which I didn't even don't even think I responded to yet.
I don't even remember what I said.
But you said you wanted to maybe think about like race review reports, like the one you did for
upcoming
Boston.
races.
Upcoming races, even if you're not running them, and just like helpful tips for people who are running that race, because I think that would be so cool. And like Chicago, you know, that's a big one, right? That would be like such a cool one for you to talk about, and then people know what to expect. And I love that idea.
Oh my god! It's so funny. I tried to do this like 5 years ago, and it's just like circling back to ideas like I should have probably been doing a long time ago. I just got lazy or something. I don't know. Nah. Good call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love when we validate each other and make each other feel seen.
Yeah. You know, my YouTube channel, I was looking at it, and like before I had my nice, thank you so well. Kind of. I'm working on it. It's like so discouraging. You spend so much time editing a video and you get like 10 likes and you're like, okay.
It takes way longer than any other video too, like in that platform.
Oh my God. But I like doing it, so that's fine. But then before I had the nice camera and learned how to edit, like my very first YouTube video or like the second one or something, it was just like one long uncut, just like stream of me talking, but it was a race report. Uncut. And it was
I remember
Oceanside. And it got the most likes and views of any other video I've ever posted. So I feel like you're really onto something with this.
Well, also too, I think it's like, especially on YouTube, that type of video is something that people will come back to because of the algorithm.
Reference.
100%. Like people doing it for the first time, people that want a reminder of what the race is like that just kind of like SEO,
That's
baby.
True.
You know?
That's true. I should do one. Well, I was going to say for St. George, but then 100%. I realized this is potentially the last year of it. So
wait, remind me what the course is like again. Is it hilly?
Let me think. Yeah, no, it's pretty hilly. So the bike's a little fucked up. I forget how much elevation it is. It's kind of a lot. Like there's a lot of little hills, and then there's this one really long, like 4-mile climb called Snow Canyon. You're like in a little state park. Is it beautiful? Snowing? Not snowing, but it's so like long, and I like climbing, and I love getting into like it's like 4 miles, probably like 5-6%. And I'm like, that's where I groove on a bike. I just get into a little rhythm, and I'm like,
can you listen to music as a pro?
No.
Okay.
No, it sucks. But then coming out of Snow Canyon, you just like, it's like you have 6 miles left of the race for the bike, and it's just a straight fucking downhill for miles, and it's so scary because you can go so fast, and you only have like one lane. They've got it like toned off. I hate it. And then like sometimes, like I did it last year, there wasn't any wind, but some years they've had like bad crosswinds, which are so scary on a bike because you feel like you're gonna fucking blow over.
What's a crosswind? I only know the head and the
so headwind blows towards you.
Yes.
Tailwind blows behind you. Crosswind 100%. Blows from the side, and when it catches your wheel, like
Lordy.
People sometimes use disc wheels, which are full. Like my wheels are pretty thick. Disc wheel is like the full thing is just covered. It's more aerodynamic, but when you get hit with, it's like a kite. Like if you get hit with that shit, you're just gonna go flying.
Yeah, that's funny because it's like a little disorienting when you're running. I can't even imagine on a bike.
Oh, it's not great. I've literally cried. What?
Oh, you just reminded me. I just want to get this out there before I forget. There was a headwind for the last 10K of the Boston Marathon.
Oh my God, was it bad? Like
it was like pretty intense.
That sucks. That would piss me off.
The only like other than snow. Like I didn't practice with too many hills, but I practiced with a ton of wind. So I feel like it was like
You're
actually, I was ready for it. I didn't feel it that much.
That's good.
So anyway, keep going.
Oh yeah, so it's like all pretty much downhill, which is actually really nice because you can kind of like rest your legs a little bit. And then the run course is so you start, and honestly, you're like going uphill for a long time, like almost 1 to 2 miles, but it's like pretty subtle. It's like 2 to 3% grade, so you know you're going uphill, but it's like not that bad.
You feel it, but you're like, why am I tired? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? And then I think you like turn and it's flat. Okay. And then you turn again and you kind of go into this one section, and there's like, I remember there being like one really fucking steep kicker, but it's really short. But I like walked it. So it's 2 loops. Okay. The second loop, I walked that little hit. I was like, I can't do this. Fuck this. I'm like walking as fast as these bitches was running. And then you like go on a golf course at some point. But anyway, when you're coming back though, that section.
Par 3 on hole 9.
Yeah, literally. It's crazy. Quick. But when you're coming back, that like 2-mile uphill at the beginning is a downhill. So I was like, last year, I was running so fast. That's my fastest ever half Ironman run. I think I ran a 1:41 last year.
That's crazy for me, Carolyn.
I was like, how is this possible? It's so hilly.
It's giving
pro. Kind of hot. It's giving pro.
Well, this is a really good race for you, I feel like, during your training, because St. George is right around the corner.
That's true. It'll be a nice little, just chill out. Just have fun with it, you know? Keep it sexy. I bought some glitter freckles.
Nice.
Yeah. Everyone was posting what brand it was, and I have some that I use for the Rose Bowl hat, like the 5K that I like painted on over here, and I already have freckles. You know, I was like, I don't need this shit, but I was like, actually, it's kind of cute. So I was like,
I don't need this shit. I actually have freckles.
Yeah, I actually, God blessed me. Actually, I don't know if it was God or like the sun damage, but a little bit of both, you know?
Maybe we can create a product where it's like you take a capsule and it makes your freckles glitter from the inside out.
Oh my God, I love that. Or that.
Okay.
That'll be the next. That sounds advanced. Before that, you just get an entire face mask. So your entire face is glitter.
Yeah, let's like really amp it up. Like an entire arm sleeve of glitter.
Like, blinding. Yeah. Oh, yes. Don't take that idea, guys.
Entire body.
It's trademarked, copyrighted.
Yeah, trademark. Glitter face.
Hello?
Okay,
Miss Ma'am?
She's been so good, ma'am. Ma'am, you've been
I've got a
so
cat,
good. That was
like-
a good 20 minutes.
I've got like blanket and then you on my my laptop is hot and then I've got a cat on my shins and I'm just sweating.
You literally can't move because the
I got
cat's there.
sweatpants on too. I'm like,
oh God.
the ass sweat right now is insane. It's out of control. I just get so cold after the donut run because it's like it's giving muggy. Muggy. That's a funny word. Oh, I'm sweating, girl.
Wait, I really want a donut now. Wow, is my appetite picking up finally?
Go get a donut. As my mom would say, when you have a stomach bug, eat what sounds good.
I was actually channeling your mom yesterday,
Mom, if you're listening, shout out.
but I may have overdone it.
Oh.
I don't think I did
You're
that.
like wine. It's like, eat
Yeah,
what
I
sounds
was like
good. You're
literally a
wine,
glass of
grapes.
Chardonnay.
It's part of the BRAT diet.
Yeah, it's a brat diet because it's my yeah.
Wait, what is
It's giving
wait, what
brat.
is it? Bread, rice, applesauce? No,
Mhm.
bananas, rice, applesauce, and tacos.
So close. Really? I feel like that's the easiest one.
Tomatoes.
I'm gonna. Obviously
Am I
not.
dumb?
It's okay. I'm gonna say
Toast.
it is a food, not in its normal
Toast.
state. Yes.
Duh. That's what I always want when I'm sick. Or saltines.
It really sucks not having a toaster right now. We've talked about
That's
this.
insane.
Anyways, I'm glad
Okay.
that we somehow got the momentum to re-record this.
That
So
was
if
insane.
we
We-
missed
we
something,
literally-
just let us know.
Yeah. We talked for like 30 minutes and I was like, I don't think we're recording.
You're like,
but,
Michelle,
you know.
which is 100% my fault. I'm glad
No,
that we
it's
somehow got the
good.
momentum, though. We've been talking for a long time. Holy shit.
We have. And this is the first time we've messed up our recording. So
Yeah. I miss you, by the way. This is like, I
miss
feel
you
like I haven't talked to you in a
too.
long time, but it's been the normal amount, I
I
guess.
know.
Well,
Chilling.
good luck in your race.
Oh my God, thanks. I'll give a recap next week.
I know. Well, obviously, voice memo me after you go to that. Are you going to that? So
Obviously.
you're going to run to the expo today.
Ride. I'm going to ride down there.
Right. Don't
My
forget to
coach
lock
gave
up your
me-
bike.
I'll probably just walk around with it.
Okay.
But my coach gave, and if
That's
I
more
can, I'll
sense.
just literally come back later. You know, it's like 5 minutes away. My coach
Yeah.
gave me okay, so I felt like I wasn't riding enough, which isn't true. But I like look at other people's Stravas and then compare myself, and I'm like, I'm riding not as much as her. And so I was like, should I do a ride on Friday? And he's like, if you have time. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, I'll give you an optional hour and a half. And
Do
so
you
it's
want to?
optional. Not really. And it's literally
Every time
optional,
you're
but
like,
now,
should I do this? And he adds it. You're like, do I have to do it? I'm like,
yeah, no, it's because I like I'm like on Monday I'm like feeling a certain type of way, you know, and then later in the week and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it might be nice to do. It's like I have nothing else going on before El
do you have
Torito.
tomorrow off?
No, tomorrow's supposed to be that group ride, but the rain. That's the other reason I might want to ride because it's like if the weather's shitty, I'll probably just ride on the trainer, but like it better not fucking rain. I want to do my ride. Why is it gonna be so cold? Literally should get like a tax refund. Like
For the
give
weather?
me money back for the weather. This is
I
every
also want a
cloudy
tax
day.
refund for my dog.
Yeah.
Rescue dogs.
get
Like,
it.
what the hell? Yeah. Weather and rescue dogs, obviously. If you want to support us, give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Pod.
Yes. And then if you have anything you want to hear, any questions, DM us or email us at goingoffcourse@gmail.com.
We'll get that right one day.
We will. See you
Otherwise, next
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.